Alright guys, here's the deal. I've been wanting to put out a video to keep them at least somewhat consistent, to keep some footage up for you, some content going. The fishing's been tough lately. It's been cold still. It's hot, then cold, hot, then cold. So I don't think the fish know what to do right now. I've been out trout fishing a few times. Haven't had a lot of success, not enough to put out a decent video. So I'm standing in my kitchen right now because I'm going to take you guys outside and show you why I can't fish today. And then when we come back in, we are going to talk about some chatterbaits. I'm going to try to show you the difference between two different kinds of chatterbaits, the Zman chatterbait and the NuTech Crazy jig, or their version of the chatterbait, just to try to get some content up, maybe inform you guys on some things that I can figure out with these chatterbaits. Alright, so let's pick this camera up and let's go outside real quick. I got to get out here without letting my dog out, so. Alright. So this is why I'm not fishing right now. Yesterday it was in the 60s, now today it's in the 20s, and as you can see, there's snow piled up on the vehicles, and it's actively snowing. I don't know if you can actually see that on camera, but it is snowing. So that's why we can't fish today. So now we're gonna go back inside and we're gonna see if we can make a decent video about chatterbaits. So first we'll cover the Zman Mini. What I noticed first about the Zman chatterbaits that the NuTech don't have, the blades have a slight curvature to them. I think you can kind of see that right there. The very tip has a slight curvature in them that keeps them lower in the water column. So when you're fishing a NuTech, it comes to the top pretty quickly, and you have to let it sink a lot more often or reel it slower. If you're fishing for fish that are lower in the water column, you're gonna have trouble keeping it down. I guess you could bend the blade on that if you wanted to, but you know, doesn't come that way. So the Zman Mini, it comes in the 1/4 ounce size. It has a pretty decent hook, pretty sharp. Hasn't been out on me yet or anything. Not real sturdy, but it's a smaller bait, so there's that one. Then when you get up to the Zman Original, has a different head on it, more of a fish-shaped head. This one happens to have a gold blade, but once again, you could see the curvature there in the blade, and the blade is also sort of a pentagon shape. It's got a square sides, and then it comes to a point, but they're all pretty flat. And this is a very thick wire hook, very sticky, sharp hook there. Sorry, it's out of frame. Very sticky, sharp hook on the Zman. It also has a keeper right here at the top of the hook for swim baits that we'll go over later on. The mini version does not have the keeper. Alright, here is the first NuTech chatterbait or crazy jig, whatever they call it. It has a really thick wire hook, also pretty sharp, but from looking at these two in comparison, the hook on the Zman is much bigger. I believe this is a 3/8 ounce crazy jig. The head on it is flat on top with a rounded, kind of pointed bottom there, kind of different shaped. What you'll notice is this has a weed guard on it. The NuTechs have weed guards, and the Zmans do not have weed guards. So that's kind of nice to not get hung up. Also, the blade on the NuTech is more of a round blade all the way around. It only has two flat sides, the back where it connects to the split ring down there, and then the front. But also you could see that the front, it is not bent at all. So like I mentioned before, it rides higher in the water column. Then the other NuTech jig is the Crazy jig, and it has a football head on it. Now it's just used for fish, from what I read about it, it's used for being fished in different environments. Bounce it off rocks on the bottom and stuff, but I also believe it gives it a more erratic action when you're reeling it in and jerking it in and stuff. It also has the unique weed guard there, and a really nice hook, and it does have a keeper up there on the shank. It's hard to see with the skirt. They both come in a multitude of colors, but Zman has the Mini, and then it has a Micro, which is even smaller. And then it has the Original and has the Freedom. They've got a bunch of different chatterbaits for Zman. The NuTech, I believe, only has the two, the Crazy jig and then the Blitz, the Crazy Blitz. NuTech also comes in a 1/2 ounce and 3/8 ounce, And from what I saw from Z-Man, that you can get those anywhere from a quarter all the way up to a half. There's a bunch of different options there. And then blade color and stuff like that. I'm not sure if NuTech has any gold blades. I didn't check it out on Tiger Warehouse or anything, but all the ones I have are silver. So the next thing to do is put them in the water. And I'm going to substitute an actual body of water for my bathtub, and hopefully we can see the kind of action they have. So let's go check that out. Alright, so between these two cameras I've got set up, I'm going to try to show you the action of, this is the Chatterbait Mini first. Put it in front of the GoPro so you can see it. Now it's going to be kind of difficult to get all this on film, and I'm going to do my best to try to show you a little bit of how this looks in the water. Takes some effort to get the blade moving in such a short distance. There we go. It's got a nice vibration and some good side-to-side wiggle action. So that was the Mini. Alright, number 2 is the original Z-Man Chatterbait, the heavier one, gold blade. We'll see how it does in the water. Hopefully it shows up better on camera than the white one does. Can't get it to spin. Well, I can't get it to really pull too far. There we go. Got it to do it a couple times. So it's got good vibration. It's got a big blade. It has a good side-to-side wiggle. And like I said, it stays in the water column where you want to reel it in. It doesn't come to the surface. Alright. And that was the Z-Man original. On to the NuTechs. The third jig, or the third chatterbait, is the first NuTech Crazy jig. This isn't the Blitz, this is just the regular one. Let's see what we can make it do. I can get it to shake pretty quick in the bathtub at least. One more time. That was a good one. Alright, so what I first noticed with this is it seems to have almost the same exact action as the Z-Man. I think I get a little more vibration out of the whole actual jig than just the blade. I felt like the whole thing was shaking a little more than just the blade. So yeah, I didn't see a real significant difference in this one, so let's go to the Blitz jig. Alright, last but not least, the Crazy Blitz by NuTech, and it's got the football head on it. So let's see if that makes any difference. Alright, so that one did not seem any different to me. Of course we are throwing these in a bathtub, so let's get the final thoughts on this here. Alright, so after throwing all 4 of the chatterbaits, the 2 Z-Mans, and the 2 NuTechs in the bathtub, which I know is not a big area, so we're not going to get perfect results, but I have fished all of these baits, so I know a little bit more about them. They're pretty comparable. Like I said, the only difference that I've found that bothers me is that the NuTech rides higher in the water column. It comes to the surface more often than the Z-Man. Not a huge deal. You know, you could probably bend that with a pair of pliers if you wanted to and get it to do just what the Z-Man does. Now, of course, I usually throw these with a swim bait on the back, like a Kitech swim bait, or some kind of worm like a plasma tail or crawl or whatever you want to put on the back to give it a little more action, which will help you out. So all in all, I'll leave it up to you guys to make a decision. We'll have to check out the underwater footage and see if it was any good at all, but I think they're pretty comparable. The only difference will be color, price, and size. If you're looking for a multitude of sizes, you'd probably go with Z-Man. If you're looking for something with a brush guard, that's a big bonus for NuTech. It has a brush guard on it, and I think Z-Man just came out with some new ones that have brush guards even too. So they're pretty comparable. So I'll let you guys decide by the footage, and hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more like this, throw out a comment and let me know. All right, catch you guys next time. Oh yeah, also if you're wondering why I keep filming in the kitchen, it's because I think it's the best lighting in the house. I'm not positive, I'm not great at filming or anything, but yeah, let me know what you think.